Do you want to create pattern products like fabric, wallpapers and pillows? Then Spoonflower is the platform that you should absolutely know about. In this video, I will show you how to set up a Spoonflower store from scratch, filled with patterns from my favorite design tool, ready to sell. Unlike most print-on-demand platforms, Spoonflower is all about seamless patterns for home decor and textiles. Not mugs or phone cases, but fabric, wallpaper, and products people sew, style and live with. Don't worry if you have never used Spoonflower before. I will take you through everything step by step. Let's go! Hi, I'm Michel. If you have ever created a pattern and thought, could this actually become a fabric, wallpaper or home decor? Then Spoonflower is the place where that happens. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to turn a digital design into a real product and then set up your own shop so people can buy it. But I also made plenty of beginner mistakes, and that's exactly why I'm creating this video. I'll take you through the full journey, from uploading your designs, to proofing them and then publishing them, and finally start setting up your shop so people can find you and start buying your work. What is Spoonflower? Spoonflower is a print-on-demand platform, but unlike most, it is fully dedicated to fabric, wallpaper and home decor. The kind of products where seamless patterns really shine. It is built for people who design for interiors. Think sewing projects, upholstery, table linens, curtains, and even full wall coverings. If you are more interested in creating products like t-shirts, mugs, yoga pants, book covers, then check out my Zazzle tutorial. That platform is more suitable for these type of products. Spoonflower customers are often makers themselves. Think hobbyists, sewers, interior designers, small creative brands, or parents decorating a nursery. These people are looking for unique patterns and not mass-produced prints. They care about originality. And that is what makes Spoonflower a great match for independent designers who want their work to live on high-quality, real-life products. Another thing worth noting. Spoonflower prints everything to order at their own facilities in the US and shipped globally, with professional quality materials and a fairly streamlined process, even if you are based in Europe like I am. So if you love creating patterns and you want to see them come to life on actual products or in someone's living room, then Spoonflower is one of the best platforms for that. Making my patterns. I create all of my patterns with Wrapper, a design tool made specifically to create all kinds of repeating patterns, from clean seamless tiles to more expressive textured designs with visible seams. Wrapper can do all that. And that flexibility is exactly what makes it a great fit with Spoonflower, where every product is built around a repeating tile. Wrapper gives you full control on how that tile behaves, the symmetry, the scale, the rhythm, and the overall visual balance of your pattern, and export it at the right resolution and format for Spoonflower. And the best part? You do not have to be a pro designer or know complex tools like Photoshop or Illustrator. With Wrapper, you can take a single image, even something simple like a photo or a sketch, and instantly turn it into a pattern that's ready to print. You can experiment with different styles, generate variations quickly, and export high-resolution tiles that work right out of the box on Spoonflower. If you are already working with Wrapper, you are creating exactly the output that Spoonflower needs. It is a perfect match. If you haven't tried Wrapper yet, then give it a go using the 14-day free trial. No strings attached, no credit card needed. It is a great way to explore pattern design, even if you've never done it before. Selling on Spoonflower. Selling on Spoonflower is a bit different from other print-on-demand platforms, but in a good way. It is more focused, more curated, and it gives you a lot of creative control. Before going live in your store, you need to approve your design. It used to be necessary to order a physical swatch to approve, but these days it is enough to do digital proofing. You can digitally proof up to 50 designs per week. That said, if it is the first time that you are using Spoonflower, I highly recommend ordering some swatches of your designs. Not only is it the best way to verify that your design prints the way you expect it to, but it also gives you a better sense of what prints from Spoonflower look like. So that is exactly what we will do in this video. Your design gets published to their marketplace and it is ready to sell. From there, anyone can browse and order your pattern on any product they want. Spoonflower handles all the printing, the shipping, and the customer service, and you receive a royalty for each sale, typically around 10%, with the option to increase that up to 15% depending on your monthly sales volume. So what does it cost? A swatch is priced at around $4.50. If you only order one swatch at a time, you can expect to pay between $7 and $12 for the shipping, depending on the location and your shipping method. But here is the smart move. You can batch multiple swatches into a single order and pay the shipping only once. So, if you are planning to launch several designs, ordering all your swatches at once is much more efficient and affordable. Another useful tip, Spoonflower lets you combine multiple designs into a larger single fabric piece. So if you are planning to upload multiple patterns, it is worth batching them into a single print run. That saves both on sample cost and shipping. It is a valuable quality control step to make sure that your patterns print well in real life, setting up Spoonflower with wrapper patterns. Alright, so I am in Spoonflower now, and I'm just going to quickly set up an account. I won't take you through all the steps because this is very easy. You just go here to this button join and follow all the steps. See you soon. Alright, now that we have set up our Spoonflower shop, let's start creating some patterns in Wrapper. So let me just log in. And I will create a new collection and start creating things from scratch. New collection, Spoonflower, create collection. I will go just straight to image search. And let's see, something like an illustration would be nice here. I feel this may be a nice image for wallpapers and textiles. Let's check it out. Let's start creating. I feel this would be a nice wallpaper. It's kind of old-fashioned, but it's also cute. I love the colors. Let's just save it and keep going. Yeah, I do love this. And the Persian star is one of my favorite tilings. Let me just save it. And one more. I like how there's a bit more spacing here now. Dig it the most with the Persian star again. I'll just save this one as well. Now, although I like my storage image a lot, I feel it gets a bit old-fashioned, and I guess to get more modern patterns, we should go for something a bit more minimalistic. Let's try. I do always spend a lot of time on finding the right storage image, but I mean, like, it's the basics of everything that you are going to create. So it's really worth it to spend a lot of time here and just find an image which has the right vibe for you, for what you are trying to do. I like it how this image is very minimalistic in terms of color, so even though there are a lot of fine lines going on in the image, you will still get kind of a balanced and clean look. And I'm just trying to save everything that I see that I like. I prefer to have plenty of snapshots and delete most of them. I think it's always better to just save anything that you like, and it's easier to delete afterwards than trying to recreate something that you thought was nice, but you didn't save. Now I was just spontaneously thinking I might as well create a bit of a duotone variation to this image. So by going to the Effects tab and applying duotone, I could even explore a bit of different colors. Tweak it exactly to my liking. I could even hit the color adjustments tab and play around with the brightness and contrast. Nice and minimalistic. Okay, and to finish it off, let's try one more image. Let's see what we can do with this extremely minimalistic image. And as you can see, from one source image we can make a lot of different patterns, all with very different looks. And imagine that we can also play around a lot with the scale. For example, a pattern like this could be really nice if we just zoom it out all the way, so you'll have a lot of small details, while then another pattern can have a bigger size and then they will combine very nicely together. Alright, so I do think we have a nice set of patterns that we can export and go into Spoonflower with and start creating some products. Spoonflower recommends you to export at least 150 dpi. If you go to the export tab here, you can hit custom, and in fact I would recommend you to export as a tile, as we can repeat it in Spoonflower, and hit custom and have this at 150 or 300, up to you, doesn't matter. Anything above 150 is fine. And yeah, just start exporting. I will just speed up the process, but I will just be exporting all of them one by one. While I was editing this video, I just realized that it would have been a useful tip to show you that it's also possible to set your unit from pixels to millimeters, centimeters, inches or points. In this way, you will never have to guess how big it's gonna be. Alright, so we've exported our patterns and let's go to Spoonflower. Now in order to start creating, we can go here to the artist corner. So I hit artist corner, upload a design. Okay, so now I'm in the part where you can start uploading your design. So here it says upload your design, art or photo, JPEG and PNG are accepted, up to 10 files, 40 MB max. Upload size per file, 150 dpi recommended. So let's hit choose files and it automatically went into my downloads folder. And let's upload this. And I have to hit agree and continue and it will start uploading. What I really like about Spoonflower is that once I have uploaded my image, you can see it on all kinds of products. I like this look, but I would also be really interested to try it with less repeats, so that the scale would be a bit bigger, as it's really small now, which can be nice for certain purposes. Let's check it out. So in order to do that, I quickly jump back to Wrapper and find the image. And I exported it at 500 by 500 pixels. We could multiply that and try 1000 by 1000 pixels and export it again. We could even experiment with 2000 by 2000 pixels. And of course it's also possible to hit maximum here, although pixel size in some cases is really large. And I expect Spoonflower may not accept it. And probably it will also be oversized for what we're doing here, but let's export it anyway. So exporting again, and I'm going back to Spoonflower. And I hit back and let's upload again. Let's go for the variation with 2000 by 2000 pixels and see what it looks like. Agree and continue. And as you can see here, we can again see our pattern in action, but it looks very different. I do really like it like this. I think it looks great on pretty much everything. Really like it as a table runner with this size. And it is just really fun to see all the patterns that I've created on these mockups. Okay, now to actually start selling it, we would need to fill in a bit more details. First I will hit Edit Tile and Search. In this section I am asked to fill in the title, describe the design and fill out the tags. A little later in this video I will touch on why it is really important to think this through, so I will skip it over for now. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, I do really like it. Now I'm going to hit for sale, and in order to really get it done, you need to verify your account and proof. I will just speed up this process as it's very easy. Send the verification email, read the seller agreement, and know that doing all these steps will be necessary in order to really activate your account. Now I think it's time to actually start ordering a swatch. I did it by going here and then saying design library, and here we can see our designs. Select an action, print and purchase, and we can go here to fabric and then we hit buy, and then here you can pick swatch. Oh, and today it actually has 50% off, so I'm lucky. A custom-made print orders in 5 business days if you order now. Sounds great. I will just do it. Add to cart. And now I can go to my cart here. Cart. Here's my pattern. All looks good. Check out. Let's ship it to the Netherlands. And the shipping fee unfortunately would be a bit higher, but it's okay. Once I have filled in all my personal details, which I'm obviously not going to share, then we can just hit continue to payment and it will order. Definitely looking forward to receive my very first swatch. Different day, different location, and I just received my order from Spoonflower. I ordered a swatch and a yard. I actually enjoyed ordering them to get a feel of what my patterns would look like in real life. And it's pretty exciting to see a digital design turned into something physical. This swatch shows me how large the pattern would be at its current resolution. If I imagine this as a pillow cover, the scale feels just right. But for something like curtains, I might want to make it larger. As you can see, swatches are quite small, and in this case I would have liked to see more of the pattern. For designs that are meant to be printed on a larger scale, it is therefore smarter not to just order a swatch, but also a fat quarter or even a yard. As you notice, this is also the first time that I'm using Spoonflower, which is great, because it means I can show you the mistakes I made so you don't have to. Now I will walk you through the full process from proof to published, and then show you how to make your shop stand out so people can actually find your work. This is where your Spoonflower journey really begins. Turning your patterns from something hidden in your library into real products that people will actually find. To receive royalties, you need to complete the tax form first. Just follow these steps here, it is pretty easy. However, I made a mistake of picking the wrong form and ended up having errors a few times. Key tip: if you are an individual and you are not based in the US, make sure to use the W8 ban option, which is the first option in the form. Or pick the W8 ban E, in case you are registered as a business entity. That part confused me at first, so just double check that you are picking the right one. Once you have finished filling out the form, it will take approximately a day to process. Once that is done, you can approve your design. Open your design and click Not Proved. And then looks good. Publishing. Now that my design is approved, I can actually publish it to my Spoonflower shop. Here you can see the design and now it says proved, which means I can start selling it. When I click on the design, I can choose which products I want to enable. By default, fabric is enabled. You can also enable home decor, wallpaper, or the tea towel format. Review each product preview and adjust scale before enabling. I can edit the title and description here, and this is really important because it helps people find your design. Try to describe what it is, the style, the mood and the colors. Then there are the tags. These are super important for search. Think of words that people might type in, like geometric, boho, kids room, or green. Add as many relevant tags as you can. Marketing. Now that the design is published, let's talk about how to actually make people find it. There are tons of great videos and articles about this online. And here are some of the key takeaways from doing the research. First, you can customize your Spoonflower shop. You can add a banner, a profile picture, and a short bio. This makes your shop look more professional and trustworthy. It also really helps to group your designs into collections. For example, you could make collections based on color schemes, seasons, or specific subject like kids patterns or nature prints. Collections make your shop easier to browse, and they also show up in search results. Tags and descriptions are super important too. Use as many relevant keywords as you can. This makes it much easier for people to discover your work through Spoonflower's search. Another great idea is to upload your work in different color variations. That way people can pick the color that fits their project, and you have more chances to show up in the search. One practical tip: copy and paste your titles and description into a Notes app. That way you can reuse them quickly if you upload a lot of variations or related patterns. And finally, a good way to get seen: design challenges. These are weekly themed competitions on Spoonflower, and they can give your shop a big boost in traffic if you join them. Even if you don't win, people will see your design and might start following your shop. Marketing outside of Spoonflower. Of course, there is also marketing outside of Spoonflower. I won't go too deep into this, but it is worth mentioning a few simple things. You can share your designs on social media, for example on Instagram or Pinterest. Mockups work really well for this because they help people to imagine what your pattern would look like on real products. Wrapper has a built-in option to preview and export your patterns on a range of products, which are super easy to use and look great. You can also join Facebook groups or online communities where people share their work and support each other. And don't forget to share your work with friends, family, or anyone who might be interested. Just keep in mind, selling on Spoonflower or any other type of shop usually takes time. Conclusion: most people don't make their first sale for weeks or even months, and that's totally normal. Success on Spoonflower takes time, strategy, and a good dose of patience. So focus on setting realistic goals and building your shop step by step. Successful creators report these things working best for them. Prioritize consistency and quality over quick wins. Simply uploading a lot of designs won't get you far. Try to create patterns that stand out or fill a niche. Yes, add designs regularly and take part in Spoonflower's contests. But make your contributions thoughtfully. This way you are crafting a well-considered collection and people will enjoy browsing. Keep a long-term mindset. If your goal is to build a passive income, see each new design as planting a seed. Some may lay dormant for a while, only to grow big later on. It is hard to know upfront what will sell, so expect it will take time. Stay motivated by the right reason. If you approach Spoonflower expecting to get rich quick, you will most likely end up frustrated. But if you enjoy the process, focus on improving your craft, and share designs that you are proud of, you will find the journey much more rewarding. I hope this video inspired you to set up your own Spoonflower shop and bring your designs into the world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash the little bell icon. Happy patterning, my dear friend, and I see you next time.